welcome back to my channel. This is Sharon, and here at Sharon Plans, I primarily post videos related to budgeting and planning. So today's video is going to cover the setup for my paycheck number 1, as well as the cash stuffing for my cash dividers. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by, and I hope that if you like the content, you'll consider subscribing, clicking the notification bell, and leaving a comment down below. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks a lot for coming back to check out another one of my videos. So what I wanted to mention before I started is last year I had previously been using cash envelopes, and these are the categories that I generally found myself overspending, and so I wanted to keep track. So I wanted to change this year and give cash dividers a try. So I ordered kind of the same type of cash dividers as I've had previously with my envelopes, but these just don't, they're just not a full envelope. So I ordered these from Romina Rosa, and red is my favorite color, so I kind of stuck with this theme. But what I did different this year is I changed up one category. Instead of tracking the money that I spend for my kids, I actually changed that to household, because this is another area where I feel I need to watch more closely than the money that I spend for my kids. So this is going to be different than what I did last year. So from now on, I'll be stuffing my dividers. If I by chance make a mistake and say envelopes, you guys know what I mean. It's dividers. Okay, so let me set these to the side. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and flip to my monthly view so I can show you guys what I laid down. Here's my monthly view, and I have all my bills laid down for this month, and I typically only put down the stuff that I take care of in my house because it just makes it easier that way for me. Most of the other stuff like the mortgage and everything is set on auto pay, and my husband does a good job with that. What I wanted to just make note of is my goals for this month. So my goal for this month is to save $80 from my cash envelopes, because if you haven't seen my savings challenge video, I'll link it up above. For my savings challenges for 2021, I am doing a $20 challenge, and I am not going to plan for those funds. I'm just going to try to find them within expenses or within my dividers or what have you. Next, I have read one book. I'm trying to at least read one book per month this year. So this month, I need to have one book read. I've already started, so I feel pretty good about where I am. My third goal is to update my will and trust. It's been a while. I usually try to look at these items at least once a year just to make sure if I need to make any changes or add anything, take anything away, then I do that. This is also a good time to make sure that you guys check your beneficiaries at work or on any of your other accounts, because it's a sad thing for something to happen to somebody and then their wishes not be honored because they didn't take the time to update their documents. So I think that's as essential as it is having a budget, because you can have the best budget, but if you're not here to speak for yourself, you want to make sure that your wishes are at least adhered to. Having said that, I'm going to go ahead and move on. Like I said, these are the bills that I'm going to pay, so I'm going to go ahead and start setting up my paycheck number 1. So this is my paycheck number 1, and I've already gone ahead and filled in my bills and expenses as well as my cash and savings, and then I'm just going to go through each one and I'm going to write down the totals that I plan to spend for these items out of my first paycheck. So for my phone bill, the total is $173. For my PicMonkey subscription, I spoke about this in one of my previous videos, but I said that I was going to go ahead and do an annual membership, and so I did do that. And so I am planning to spend $78 because I actually received a code for a 35% discount, which was right on time. Oh, let me zoom you guys in just a bit more. And then next I have gas, and I'm planning on $60 for gas. I'm still working from home, so I really don't need a lot of gas money, so about a tank every month is sufficient for me. Next I have my kids, and even though I'm not tracking it in a divider, I'm still going to give them their $40. And then I have the college fund, and I decided to add this as an expense because I don't take this cash out of the bank, so I just decided to treat these next couple of items more as an expense than as savings. So for the college fund for this paycheck, I'm going to add $100. For my house account, I'm going to add $100. And this is just usually money that I set aside every month just in case there's any repairs or anything that I need to do on the house or purchase anything, I have the funds to do so above and beyond what I plan for on a monthly basis. Next, I have my $100,000 savings account, and this is one of my savings challenges. And out of this paycheck, I'm gonna allocate $385. Okay, so moving over to my cash and savings. First, I have in these first six categories, they actually represent my cash dividers. My allowance for this paycheck, I'm gonna give myself $50 because I allocate usually $100 for the month. For beauty, I'm gonna add $30 for this month. For eating out, $100. Groceries, this paycheck, $250. For grooming, $100. For household, $50. And then my sinking funds, if you didn't see my sinking fund setup video, I'll link it for you above. And each month I plan on at a minimum adding $855 to my sinking fund. So stay tuned for that video as well. And then my savings challenge, if you didn't see that video, like I said, I've linked it, and I am planning for my $5 and $10 challenge. So this pay period, that is going to be $30. Okay, so let me just go ahead and total everything up, and then I'll give you the total amounts, and then we'll get to the cash stuffing. So for my bills and expenses side, I'm looking at $936 for this first paycheck, and then on my cash and savings, so on this side is $1,465. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for my paycheck number 1. And then on the bottom, what I typically do is I do my income minus my bills and expenses minus my cash and savings. Okay, and so the total for my bills and expenses is $936, and then the total for my cash and savings is $1,465. Okay, and so now I'm just gonna get my cash and I'm gonna lay everything out, and then I'm gonna stuff my dividers. Okay, so now that I have my cash laid out, these are my cash dividers as I stated in the beginning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling my cash dividers. So first we have allowance, and allowance is getting $50. So I'm just gonna put a 50 here. Then we have beauty, and beauty is gonna get $30. So I'm just gonna take a 20 and a 10 and lay that here. And then I have eating out, and eating out is going to get, I am going to do 5 20s. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And then I have groceries, and groceries is going to get $250. So that's 50, 150, 200, and 50. And then I have grooming, and grooming actually has some rollover. So let me just get that envelope. So here is grooming. Grooming actually has $58 in it. And so it's 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so I'm gonna actually put in $100. So I'm just gonna take 2 50s. So grooming now has $158 in it. And then last but not least, I have household, and household is going to get $50. So that's 20, 40, and 50. Okay, now my cash dividers are stuffed, and what I'm going to do is I am going to put them inside of my Zippy wallet right in here. All right, and so here they go. They fit nicely inside of my wallet. So I'm hoping that this will make it easier for me as I go, you know, about my business. And if I need to just grab the cash out, it's kind of easier for me to see versus me having to pull out my entire pouch that I have been using from inside of my Neverfull, because I had previously been just using my pouch with my cash envelopes on the inside, but I figured having dividers and able to just put it in my wallet would make it easier for me. So I'll let you know what I think, how I like it, and if it works out for me, then I'll keep using the dividers. And if it doesn't, then I'll just switch back to envelopes, just that simple. So thanks a lot for checking out my video, and I hope that you'll stay tuned and subscribe and click the notification bell. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how your January is starting off, and I hope to see you back in my next one. Bye for now.